Let me get a text if this is going okay, because I've already been working the line a little bit. Had some fun with some annoying protester. Unfortunately, that's not going to be in the pregame show because it happened already. Joe, give me a text. Let me know that this is working okay. Please give me a text. Please give me a text. I know no one's watching yet. I'll just show you the line until I get that text from Alabama to say that it's working okay. And we'll just repeat this a few times, show you the line. The rally is until 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If another minute passes, if we get 2 minutes into this broadcast, I will just assume that it's going okay, because it is going okay on my end. And we'll start talking to people in a second. Just making sure this is working. We're on the back side of all the Trump shirts you've come to know and love. All right. This is people. Hey, what's up? You know me? Oh, no, I thought you were waving to me. Oh, for Right Side Broadcasting Network. Okay, because you're on with some people. Alabama, could we get a text? I just want to confirm that this is on, that everything's transmitting okay. Please send me a text if you can. If you don't get this within 30 seconds, I'm just broadcasting, and it's showtime. So I guess we'll call it the pre-pregame, showing people the line. Just want to make sure this is transmitting okay. Going from the back of the line. That's the front. Up here, the high school. I think I should probably start with the front people. You haven't seen much of me. It is the Jewish holidays time of year. Thank you, RSBN, for being pretty flexible with my schedule. All right, maybe I'll just find some random people and start in a second. I think this is going fine. All right, any fans of Right Side Broadcasting Network here? Anyone know us? You know us?
Yeah.
Oh! Well, cool. Come on over. You're going to be the first person who gets to talk to us today. What's going on? How are you? Talk loudly.
Just skip
Hey,
this.
you can be on too. Oh, and Martin. What's up? Oh, this is Martin, the new cameraman. Hey. Not too many people. Nice to meet you, Martin. Hey, so I guess I'm on. It's going fine. Just keep in mind any text messages. And let's get close so the microphone can pick us up, because unlike a Hillary rally,
Yeah, you can hear
we
it.
have a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
You know. So tell us about you. What's your name?
I'm Holden Zerba. I'm a senior at Elizabeth Ford High School. I intern with the Republican Party of Pennsylvania and Representative Tim Murphy of the 18th Congressional District of PA.
Okay. Was that thumbs up, Martin, for Joe saying it's okay?
It's good.
Okay. So what? Obviously, you're a Republican. You support Trump. We can avoid all those formalities. What did you think of the debate last night?
I thought he dodged around the question at first. In the beginning, it made me a little upset, because I mean, his comments were disgusting against women, but that is the past, and the past is the past. And we can look at the past and see that Hillary's accepted money from Saudi Arabia, which stuns women, who didn't let them vote until last year. And
They let women vote in Saudi Arabia? I did not even know that.
I think until last year it was allowed. But, so,
Did they let men vote in Saudi Arabia? It's a kingdom. It's a kingdom, man. It's a kingdom. You don't let men vote in Saudi Arabia.
I thought that he pivoted on the question very well, and I think that Mike Pence should be proud, and it was a good way to end the debate.
What do you think of the opportunistic rhinos like John McVeigh and et cetera, who are trying to weasel now?
It is what it is. They're lifelong politicians, and we have an outsider in Donald Trump who wants this country to be great again, and they're just lifelong politicians who are not used to what's going on, and I don't think America is, but that's why there's going to be a win for Donald Trump in November.
What was your favorite moment of the debate?
When he said Hillary Clinton is no honest Abe.
Yeah, that was set up pretty well.
And when he said, when she called him out for having a temper and we shouldn't have someone like him running the laws of the land, and he said, that's right, because you'd be in jail. Because if it were you or I who did it, we'd be in jail.
Oh, it's outrageous. And there's one other point I want to bring up. You're obviously much younger than I am. You see how dangerous it is to Hillary Clinton. Look at the way the media is covering for her. Can you imagine how bad it's going to be for freedom of speech if she actually gets elected president? This is when she's not known. Bad it's going to be for freedom of speech
terrible.
if she actually gets
Whatever
elected.
she wants, that's just the Clinton way.
Yep. Thanks for talking to us. Enjoy the rally. All right, let's Martin. Let's find some more people. Anyone wants to speak? Who wants to talk to Right Side Broadcasting Network? Oh, everyone's pointing to you. You must be the alpha male. All right, let's talk to you. Right Side Broadcasting. We can wait. Tell us what you thought of the debate last night. All right. Okay. Highlights of it for you.
When he said if he was in charge of the law, that he'd be in jail. That was awesome.
I think that's our number one. And number two?
Number two was if he was in charge of the law. Who was I telling you about this morning? What was awesome? When he told her she'd be in
You gotta let us see the shirt. You gotta let us see that shirt, especially after the debate last night. We can get back to you on that.
Yeah, I'll get back.
Okay. What do you think of the debate last night? You didn't. Did you hear about it? Okay. All right. That's all right. You're wearing such a great shirt that perfect. You don't need to do anything more than that. All right. Are you a Marine there? Are you a Marine? We'd like to talk to you for Right Side Broadcasting Network, if that's okay. Well, we'd like to thank you for your service, then.
Thank you.
Thank you. And anyone else want to thank you? That's not our main thing. How about the rallies?
Well, the rallies, yeah, of
We
course.
like you too. I'm good. How about yourself? Good. Better than Hillary today.
Doesn't take much. She's the one in the ambulance over there, I think.
Oh, hey, she physically held up, but did you notice how many times she went back to the stool yesterday? Like, to catch her breath?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so she could accuse Trump. Oh, you got some opinions on that one. Let's talk to you.
I thought she was going to fold early. I'm surprised she held up. I think sitting down bailed her out, to be honest with you. That was we weren't hoping for anybody's demise, but she's got a problem. We seen her fold. Sitting down bailed her out, to be honest.
Is she on the campaign trail today?
No, I'm sure she's
we weren't hoping for arrest.
Trump bullied her so much, it took such energy. You know who's also resting from covering the campaign? The media. The media is just going back. I watched, who's that guy who's so cute? George Stephanopoulos. Isn't he so cute? He's so lovable. He's so objective, too. You know, he's out there pumping up. Yeah, right? And I felt so bad because he seemed so offended by Trump's comments 10 years ago. This is a guy who was attacking Clinton's victims, and he was working in the Clinton operation. Yeah. What do y'all think of the media's performance this campaign cycle?
It's horrible.
3 on 1.
3 on 1.
Last night, again.
There was 3 against 1 last night.
Yep, it's absolutely true.
How about let's talk about CNN's Dana Bash, who said that it was so wrong for Trump essentially saying the law should be enforced. Hey, we're getting to you in a second. What's that?
With the mic.
Okay. Yeah, but CNN's Dana Bash said, I thought it was Stalin or Hitler, or totalitarian government, because Trump said the law would be enforced. Dana Bash is Jewish, and she's comparing things to Hitler. The nerve of that, man.
Yeah, the nerve of that alone.
Yeah, oh my God. I mean,
hypocrisy at its greatest.
Absolutely.
When Hillary says open borders to everyone, she wants to give our country away to the world. Look what's happening in Germany.
All right, we're getting you on here. Come on in. You definitely want to be a star.
Wait, you want this adorable, deplorable, don't you? Look.
All right, we got all sorts of star quality right here. Your thoughts on the debate, or your thoughts are welcome too. I'm over here, by the way.
They have control of it all because they have the media on their side, so they're going to control it, and they're going to make things look good for her, which we are smart enough. Deplorables are smart enough to know the difference between right and wrong, and truth and false. So, well, what are you going to do, deplorables? We're going to vote for Trump, and we're going to put our country back together again. We're tired of it. We're tired of it.
Anyone here actually volunteering on Election Day? What are you doing on Election Day? This is where it's getting important now. We got to get out the vote.
She signed up today at the campaign office.
All right.
Yeah.
Here in Western Pennsylvania.
A poll watcher. I'm going to be a poll watcher.
That's very important. We need you on the Philly side of Pennsylvania.
We got to find out where the crooked stuff is.
Oh, they try to hide it for you. The Democrats are good at that. Anything you want to add, young lady?
Trump for president! Yes.
You found that funny. You must have a good joke. So we want to talk to you. Oh, she does not. She clearly doesn't want to be on camera. Who has some opinions on the debate last night? No one has opinions on the debate? Well, I'm asking who wants to talk. We're doing a live stream. Over here. Okay, Right Side Broadcasting Network. Come on over. What's going on? Adam Taxin, Right Side Broadcasting Network.
All right. So what do you think of the debate last night?
I think it was great. I think Trump's performance was stellar, and I absolutely think he had such a great stage presence up there yesterday. And I honestly think Hillary was nervous, too reserved. She wasn't being herself during the town hall debate. So that's what I thought.
Do you think Trump got there when he was talking about Bill Clinton's rapes and sexual assaults?
Absolutely, and I feel that was a very valid point to bring up because of her closeness to Bill Clinton, Hillary's closeness. He was already
the fact that she enabled and the fact that she attacked the victims.
Absolutely.
And like spent how much on a retainer on a lawyer so that she would intimidate the women from ever saying anything about
Absolutely, yes. And with her closeness to Bill Clinton, if she wins the White House, he's going to be right there with her. Now, he was already impeached once for lying to Congress. And it wasn't because of his affair that he was impeached. He was impeached for lying about the affair to Congress.
Yeah, more seriously, what do you think about the whole implications for the rule of law if Hillary Clinton were to become president?
I feel that our Constitution is under great threat if she becomes president. More threat than, say, Barack Obama gave us. But I think if Trump loses, our base will rally enough that we will get the proper representatives in the Congress to make sure anything is stopped that's unconstitutional.
Are you a little disappointed about the way certain Republicans, such as John McCain, are sandbagging Trump right now, or is that just what we expect from John McCain at this point?
I am not disappointed at some Republican leadership because they're just showing their true colors. Because whenever they go on the attack to someone that's running as a Republican, that shows that they're really not on the same team.
Do you agree with those who say today it's not really so much Republicans versus Democrats as opposed to globalists versus Americans?
Absolutely, 100%. It is globalists versus Americans.
Yeah. Anyone else agree with that? That it's really not Republicans versus Democrats anymore? It's globalists versus Americans?
Yeah.
All right. What did you all think? What do you think of Hillary Clinton's speeches where she said that basically she said one thing to Goldman Sachs, then said another thing on the campaign trail, and basically then she said, oh, well, Abraham Lincoln will do the same thing. I'm using artistic license here, by the way.
I'm getting sick and tired of hearing about crap because we've heard nothing about substance.
Well, don't you think that Hillary Clinton's partially to blame that she's been in public life for 30 years and has nothing to offer?
Exactly.
I mean, Trump has been a private citizen.
If you could find, you search and search and search, you're going to have to search a long time to find out anything she's done.
Cool. Nice talking to you.
Yep.
Thanks.
Don't you think it's interesting that you've got all of these children here today?
Well, they probably just want to miss school. I would have done the same thing. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Missing school,
well, okay, we'll talk to a child here. Hello.
Hello.
Good intro there, by the way. What's your name?
Mark.
Mark. So what excites you about being here when you have a day off from school to follow Trump instead of being home playing video games or something?
Well, I'm just excited to come here because I think if Trump wins office, then he will actually turn this country around because, like, all the things I disagree with, all the things I agree with, he agrees on too, like taxes are too high, there are too many jobs overseas. So I'm just excited to come here and support Trump.
Cool. Nice talking to you. Enjoy your day off from school. Enjoy the rally. I'm from Right Side Broadcasting.
Where do we see that?
Right Side Broadcasting Network, RSBN.TV. It's the pregame show. And we have a YouTube channel that's pretty big, Right Side Broadcasting Network. And then you can watch our coverage of the rally where we actually show the crowds.
Nice.
Yeah. What's going on? Oh, we got a Navy veteran in a Franco Harris shirt. We got to talk to you.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing?
Okay.
Franco, were you part of Franco's Italian army?
Oh, Italian battalion.
Why do we have to talk about Franco Harris today? Who knows why we have to talk about Franco Harris today? Not just that the Steelers won yesterday, but why about Franco Harris in particular? What's today?
Columbus Day.
And what is Franco Harris half?
Italiano.
Yeah. Oh, are you Italian?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I still like him.
Okay. Cool. Does Columbus Day mean anything to you?
Sure.
Okay.
Freedom.
Brought us from the new.
Yeah. Right.
Now let's talk about the debate.
Yes.
Your thoughts on the debate. And first of all, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Well, as a veteran, I think she didn't do anything to help us. And not a darn thing. But the biggest thing that concerned me was how can the public hear that a congressional subpoena, the day after you get a congressional subpoena, you destroy 33,000 emails?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little confusing to me.
Oh, because you're Hillary Clinton and the law doesn't apply to you.
I'm a retired police officer, too, chief. and I'm all for Trump. Well, that's why we endorse Trump. And if we need to save his country, he's the only hope we have. Otherwise, I don't know where we'll be 4 years from now if she wins. I really don't.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can we, because it's Columbus Day, see the back of your jersey too? Sure. And I want to just explain something. A lot of people are boycotting the NFL, and that makes sense, but when the Steelers got good after being bad for a lot of decades in the early 70s, their running back was a guy named Franco Harris, half black but half Italian American. And it's Columbus Day, so we, I guess, honor Franco Harris in particular. Joe Montana is also from Western Pennsylvania. He's Italian, right?
Old high school, yes, of course.
He's in here? Okay. Another Italian American.
Right down the road.
Yeah, but he's not Italian, he's Czech.
Well, okay.
So,
he helped the quarterback up.
He was very good. Very good quarterback. Short career because of injuries, but that's another story. All right. Enjoy the rally. Make America great again. Happy Columbus Day.
Thank you. Are you talking football?
All right. Anyone want to talk to Right Side Broadcasting Network? Anyone want to be a star?
I think you do. All right. You seem to be female, so mind if we ask you a few female-oriented questions? Because that's becoming an issue. Are you so offended by what Trump said in a private conversation that someone surreptitiously taped 10 years ago?
I don't care.
Are you slightly bothered by Bill Clinton's history of rape and Hillary's enablement of it?
Very, very bothered by it.
Very much. Oh, okay. So you think there's a difference between the two?
100%.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about why you as a woman are not supporting Hillary Clinton.
I honestly don't know why anyone would support her.
Well, if you're a Wall Street banker, she does everything you want.
Right,
That's a good reason. If I were a Wall Street billionaire.
I guess so.
I mean, you asked me for.
She's a vile woman, though. She's
vile.
She's.
Oh, you're getting fired up over there. You're getting fired up. We'll get to you next. Finish your cigarette.
Don't get her started.
No, I want her to finish her cigarette first. Then we are. Take your time. We're not going in. No, I didn't mean immediately.
Don't get her started.
That's a waste of a cigarette.
How about I just stand here with my new best friend?
Okay. Why don't I just go? Why don't I let you two take over? You're much prettier than I am. You can come on in too.
Sure, her too. All of us.
Hold on.
She's a globalist.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have the Americans' best interest in mind. Just like in the debate, when they asked her about the Supreme Court, she didn't say one thing about the Constitution. And that should tell you right there that she doesn't care about the United States. She cares about herself and her globalist friends that want to make it a one world, borderless world. And
that's it.
Amen. You know,
I agree.
That is a theme.
Everything she said.
One thing we hear over and over again is that it's not Republican versus Democrat. It's Americans versus globalists. And we put John McCain and all these people who are sandbagging Trump in that second category.
Yep, right. Yes. They gotta go.
Kelly Ayotte in New Hampshire. Sorry if we lose your election. I don't care. You suck. That's
they
my
gotta
opinion.
go.
They gotta go.
Oh, he's the worst.
He's the worst. We can't stand
That's
any
even
of
like the
those
Senate
people.
and Congress and all that. No, I don't.
Okay. You can hide behind them and we'll hear your voice if you want.
Yeah, that's what we do.
They'd rather look at these two anyway.
You shouldn't be there until you're dead. You know?
Right? John McCain is getting.
Yeah, they're all walking skeletons.
Well, I don't know about Paul Ryan. He looks pretty fit and young. Let's be honest. We're stuck with him a while.
He's a wimp.
But he spends so much time in the gym. He has nice pecs, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't.
What do you love about Donald Trump? Let me ask
Everything.
Everything.
Okay, if you had to pick the top 90 things that you wanted to share with our audience.
We love that he loves the United States.
And we love that he is one of us.
Right.
He's not a politician.
And he's looking out for us.
And he's looking out for the people of the United States.
And he's proven successful, and he's proven that he'll stand up and he'll fight for us.
That's right. That's what we need.
You know,
that is what we need.
He was asked to say one nice thing about Hillary Clinton. By the way, I didn't think Hillary handled that question too poorly. I thought she actually did that one okay. But I thought Trump's answer was great at the end.
It was awesome. But I didn't think she did a very good job at the end because they asked her to say one nice thing about him. And she said about his kids.
She implied he had raised a good family.
Yeah,
obviously it wasn't.
I just don't like it.
It wasn't as evasive as some of her other answers when she tried to compare saying one thing to Goldman Sachs and then saying one thing to the stupid voters,
he's a liar.
to Abraham Lincoln.
That was
By the
a
way,
weird
Lincoln
answer.
wasn't that honest. Let's be honest here. If you've read about that era, I just had
If
to
you
add
look
that.
back on all the presidents, who was?
I think there were some. Well, that's another. We're an Alabama-based company, so Sherman was pretty rough on some places near us, but that's another story.
But, I mean, why talk about Lincoln? That was like 200 years ago.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying Hillary's way of answering it was so bizarre. Like that she would try to compare herself to Abraham Lincoln.
Yes. Your governor, Bentley, too.
Yeah. Well, he's not my governor. I'm a Pennsylvania resident. We're an Alabama company.
Oh, you're okay.
On that note, what do we think of Pat Toomey wasn't out here? We're not happy with Pat Toomey?
No, you know, we're actually not from this area, but...
Oh, where are you from? Where'd you come here from?
Cleveland.
But oh, wait, Rob Portman.
Yeah.
What's up with that guy?
Yeah, they're all soft. We don't like them. They're all soft. We need some tough guys in there like Trump.
Yeah,
no more wimps.
Are you all Indians fans?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so...
I'm a pirate fan. I steal it from
Are you, as an Indian fan, are you offended by Columbus Day?
No.
Okay, well, you may play the Blue Jays in the next round, so it's Canadian Thanksgiving.
I'm so sick of all this politically correct stuff. I'm so sick of it. And I think the Indians probably are too. The real Indians, they're probably like...
You have an opinion on Canadian Thanksgiving? Nice talking to you, ladies. Yeah? Yeah, I think what was cool about Canadian Thanksgiving, and we're not going to talk about this topic, is the Blue Jays have been kicking butt.
Yes,
and they
they
wrapped
have.
it up right before Canadian Thanksgiving, so they must be really drunk up there today. I know pretty well. What did you guys think of the debate yesterday?
I'll let you talk on that.
I didn't get to watch it personally, but I've heard a little on and off about it. I think Trump won.
Okay, but you didn't watch it.
I didn't
You're not.
watch
You might not be the most convincing
Not
argument for the debate.
convinced, but you know, I've heard so much on and off about Donald Trump doing this, Hillary doing that.
Well, not on ABC's Good Morning America because they won't talk about the debate. I saw cute little George Stephanopoulos was only wanted to talk about that video from 10 years ago.
This guy.
Oh, really? Come on over here.
Yeah.
What network were you watching last night?
I flip around. I try and catch as many as I can. To watch the debate, I watched CBS.
Right.
But then I flipped around to see who was discussing what. And every time I went to ABC, like you said, George Stephanopoulos, he's on the same subject. Every time I come back to him.
What I love about him is he pretends to be offended about the things Trump said 10 years ago. This is the guy who was attacking female victims. He was attacking Monica Lewinsky in particular. He had that role that many years ago. What a fraud. What a fraud. And I hate saying ABC, by the way. I say Disney. Just so when people think it's not ABC, it's Disney. So when you're taking your family on that nice family trip, it's not Walt Disney, who was family-oriented then, who had good conservative values. It's the same people who bring you George Stephanopoulos.
Right.
Do you agree with the assessment that it's not so much Republicans versus Democrats as Americans versus globalists these days?
Yes. I agree.
A lot.
Totally agree.
Totally agree.
100% agreed. I'm so agreed.
And you have Second American Action Day hats on. I have been delinquent as a reporter so far, and I've not asked anyone about the Second Amendment, but that's very much at stake in this election. Maybe you want to offer some thoughts on that.
Sure. She's come out and she's agreed with Barack Obama that they want that same thing Australia did, and take your guns away.
Right.
And I want no parts of that. It's our constitutional right, and it should not be infringed whatsoever.
What do you think? Do you think Hillary has plans for a disarmed populace of deplorables?
I think she definitely does. Yeah, definitely.
Do you think the greater thing is she just has contempt for people like that we see in the audience today? She just hates normal Americans? I think she hates everyone, personally. That's her psychosis. But, so, I mean, yeah, but I think she hates everyone who can't do anything useful for her.
True.
And you saw the bitter face she had. Even during the debate, she slipped into that. She lost the fake smile a number of times.
I like Bill Clinton's face during the debate. When he saw those
that
women
picture on Drudge Report?
When he saw those 4 women, oh man, I loved his face.
Oh, wait, you saw that? What's your thought?
After what happened to Bill Cosby.
Oh.
Of course.
Well, there's no allegation that Bill Clinton actually drugged them first.
Oh, well, you know. He's big and strong. He wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Now that Bill Cosby's a littler guy.
That's true. That's true. He wasn't taking any chances. As a woman, what do you think of Hillary Clinton and the way she attacked women and threatened them? They would told the truth.
Over should we go?
I'm ashamed. I thought she was all right, but at this point, no. She has made me upset at her because of that. I mean, I've known there are women who will say yes willingly, and we all know that. So why would a man like Bill Clinton, who's obviously got charisma, want to go after the ones who don't want him?
Because they were there, and he's an
terrible
important man.
men.
He had to save the time.
I mean,
It was a
seriously,
challenge. I don't know.
I've worked in places, and I know there are always willing women.
Right.
You don't need to go after.
But
the
isn't
ones
it
who don't
more,
want you.
if you're a psychopath, and isn't it more gratifying for your ego if you get someone who's a challenge who would say no? Yeah. I don't know, I'm not a psychopath, are you?
I've worked in places, and I know there are always willing women.
Right.
You don't need. No, she has made me upset at her because of that. I mean, I've known there are women who will say yes willingly, and we all know that. So why would a man like Bill Clinton, who's obviously got charisma, want to go after the ones who don't want him?
Because they were there, and he's an
terrible
important man.
men.
He had to save the time.
I mean,
It was a
seriously,
challenge. I don't know.
I've worked in places, and I know there are always willing women.
Right.
You don't need to go after.
But
the
isn't
ones
it
who don't
more,
want you.
if you're a psychopath, and isn't it more gratifying for your ego if you get someone who's a challenge who would say no? Yeah. I don't know, I'm not a psychopath, are you?
I've worked in places, and I know there are always willing women.
Right.
You don't need to go after.
But
the
isn't
ones
it
who don't
more,
want you.
if you're a psychopath, and isn't it more gratifying for
here in Ambridge. Okay, I think we're back. So, where were we?
We were back when, if you guys don't get it right, you'll never know the United States that I grew up in.
Okay.
And it was safe. It was home. It was everybody loved everybody. It was just a.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up actually in Ohio.
Okay, what part?
South of Cedar Point.
Where's that?
Norwalk, Ohio. Cedar Point. It's an amusement park.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
North top central of Ohio.
Now, are you happy with Governor Kasich's performance, the way he wouldn't show up at the convention and sandbag him?
How about the way he was eating pizza with a fork? Let's be honest here, that was kind of pathetic.
What's that about that?
True. And I just want to mention, what do you think of Columbus, Ohio? Because it is Columbus Day.
Okay, it's a good place.
Final thoughts that the young people especially should have as they make their decisions in this election.
Stay focused. Go with your heart.
That's like her catchphrase. She said that to Donald Trump at the
Wait, you want to get on camera. You're talking about it. You just did a selfie with me. Who are you?
Hannah Elizabeth.
Oh, you're their teacher. These are lucky students.
Yeah.
Okay. She already seems like she's a great teacher. Okay, Hannah. What are you thinking about are you 18 yet?
No, I don't know. But
the future still affects you.
I will vote one day. And
make sure you get her button. That's a cool button I haven't seen before.
You like that? It's my brother's. He can vote.
Okay.
I have to register him still.
Why do you want to?
Donald Trump should be the next president of the United States because
Hillary Clinton has lied many times, and just because she's a woman doesn't mean that she's going to do good things. And like my cousin said that she's very sad that she can't vote for the first woman president because she's lied. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Enjoy the rally.
Thanks. You
Keep
too.
up the good work, teacher.
I have one more.
Oh my God.
I'll make this quick. Am I still on? You all right?
Okay, we
When
gotta
God
talk
created
Columbus Day.
this earth,
Okay.
He created Adam
So,
first.
are you together?
And then out of Adam, He
Okay, so
took
you're
Eve.
Italian-American.
A woman
That's
should
hard,
never
too.
usurp the authority over a man. We should not have a female president. We're too fickle.
Okay. Okay, we have to talk to these two because. Okay. Okay. I am speaking with. I'm going to speak to both of you. What are your names? Mary.
Gabby.
Mary, you're not exactly breaking any Italian-American stereotypes, and we are featuring Italian-Americans today because it is
Columbus Day.
And any thoughts on Columbus Day in particular?
Just that it's like America's great, and where would we be without Columbus?
That's true. And keep going. Okay, we're keeping going.
Yeah.
Oh, we're keeping going. Do you ever make any special Italian foods?
No, I
No?
don't cook
Okay.
that often.
That's all right.
Our grandma does though.
Stereotypes are made to be destroyed. What do you think of Donald Trump? What do you like best about him?
I like the fact that he's a businessman and he's not a politician, has not been in the business, and he's ready to go to work for the United States.
And do you think Hillary Clinton makes a great role model for females?
She is corrupt as ever, and I would never vote for her.
You?
No, I would never vote for Hillary. I mean, first of all, my biggest thing is I'm in college and I don't think tuition should be free. If I want free tuition, I can go get a job. College should never be free.
Okay, get a picture of these winners. They look like the real creme de la creme.
Trump, 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 Trump.
What do y'all think of rape? They look like the real winners. Those are few of the popular kids in school. All right, thank you. Happy Columbus Day. Enjoy the rally.
Thank you.
Yours. Do you think they? Can I ask?
No, off that camera.
Okay. Nope, not this guy. Can we talk to you for a second? You're a veteran. All right. First of all, thank you for your service. What do you love about Donald Trump?
He's a new man. He's a man. It's hard to explain.
Okay.
But the guy, he's not a liar. He tells the truth. Where Hillary don't tell the truth. She lies about her, those emails and stuff. And then what turned me against her was when the congressional hearings, and she says, "What difference does it make if them guys were killed?"
Yep.
And she lost me right off.
You know, someone should have had the question about, someone made a comment on a radio show I was listening to, how it would have been great if when they kept bringing up the locker room talk from over 10 years ago, Trump had just said, "What difference does it make?"
That don't bother me what happened 10 years ago.
That doesn't bother me.
Especially with women.
Yeah.
I was nasty when I was...
Oh, you were? Wait. We're going to keep you on. And by the way, we know why you brought that cigar, because you wanted to remind people of Monica.
Oh, I've been smoking cigars
you're just smoking
for 72 years.
So it's not to remind people of Monica Lewinsky and what Bill Clinton did there.
No, this is before he...
Oh, okay. I'm kidding. Wait, can we hear a little bit about some of what you did in your younger days? No one cares. How about a little stories? You were in the service. Wait, did sailors, the ones who saved us from Nazism, ever talk like that?
No, I was in the Army.
Oh, you were in the Army?
I was a medic.
Okay. Did you ever hear guys in the Army who saved us from Nazism using language like that?
Hey, we use that language all the time.
Yeah.
That's why we hate it when they call women blacks. You gotta start watching your language, which
Yep.
you had nothing else to do. What do you say? Swear.
Yeah. They didn't mind people defending the U.S. using that language, protecting us. All right. Thank you for your service. Enjoy the rally. All right. Let's go. What's going on? All right. Let's find people I was talking to before. Great crowd here. We got a great crowd here for Trump. What's up? Hello again. My friend from before.
What's the sign over there?
Oh, I was asking you. They were. These are the people before we did coverage. There was some really annoying guy who kept saying Alex Jones, Alex Jones, Alex Jones, and I just kept asking him what he did for a living, what he had accomplished in his life, that would make anyone want to hear what he has to say, and he couldn't answer the question. Boy, was that guy annoying. I think he was a plant by Trump people to just show. He was a plant to show how annoying leftists are.
They don't do that.
Yeah, of course. Like, no, we did that to make that guy the face of Hillary.
Exactly.
All right, thank you for your service, by the way. Let's talk. The debate last night. What did you think of it?
Good debate. Good debate.
Name a highlight for you?
Most of it.
Yeah, most of it.
To be honest.
Okay. Wait, I want to ask the young woman something. Don't you feel like Hillary's a great role model for women?
That is.
Nothing nice to say, don't say it.
There you go.
Okay. Cool. Any Steelers fans here?
Oh, yeah.
Are they actually good this year? What's the deal? Even though it's not really a defensive team?
Huh?
Even though it's not really a defensive team?
Things change.
Okay. They're an offensive team. This is not a typical Steelers team.
I thought somebody
I noticed they're currently, if the playoffs were today, they'd be the #1 seed.
Where are you from?
I'm from Philly.
Oh, my.
Well, that's why I'm a little concerned about the Steelers, because you guys laid an egg against us. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
That said, I want to say, and a lot of people are boycotting the NFL, and I haven't been watching it much either. What do you think of like all that going on? You can't do that in Pittsburgh. Oh, you don't watch it either. You just wait for the Super Bowl, right?
Fed up with it.
Yeah.
And that's most sports.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Fed up with them. $12 million a year, and they complain.
Yeah, right? Right. All right. Well, at least Colin Kaepernick did say some bad things about Hillary, so I'll give him credit for that. Tyson,
Have a
the
good
rally.
day.
Hey, you're my friend from before.
That's
What's
right.
going on? Now you get your chance to be a star. Who are you? Tell us about yourself. The less I talk, the better.
My name is Seth, and I've followed Trump since whenever he was trying to run in the third party a couple elections ago.
Reform Party.
Yeah. And
You've been all around.
So, yeah, at the time I was managing a business, and I was learning how that business runs.
Right.
And so I saw how great of a businessman he was, and I thought, man, that's what we need for this country, because if our country was a business, we'd be out of business. And I feel like that's what our country needs. Is we need somebody that knows money and actually has a caring heart. And if you look at all the videos in the past of Trump, like he's such a great
You're not
person.
convinced by the fact that they're saying these winners over there are saying love Trump's hate, love Trump's hate, love Trump's hate, love Trump's hate?
You know,
that didn't convince you?
You know what connects to me is that love does Trump hate, and they have to use Trump's name to say that, and that's just getting the message out more. Like
I love when you take a picture of that, they have the sign, and you just cut off the S and it just says love Trump.
Yeah. So the movement is all about love. We love America, and our love is going to trump their hate for us and what we like, what we care about.
By the way, it was Seth, right?
Yes.
Did you happen to see Hillary's eyes at that rally? Like, those were not the eyes of love. Those were the eyes of a vicious, mean, vindictive person.
Did you happen to see Bill Clinton's face whenever he saw his rape victims?
Was that more than once? I didn't see it. I mean, I did not see it, actually.
If you watch it, he's looking over and like he just has a look of fear in his face. It's hilarious.
I mean, you think the guy is such an actor that... All right.
That's awesome.
All right, now you can show it to... What do you mean? Wait. Okay, it's your chance. We got a live stream audience here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Blue Lives Matter. We appreciate what you do.
There you go. Hold this, please. Come on, get up here.
Where is Bentleyville? Is that near here?
Washington County.
Okay, near Washington, Pennsylvania.
Right on Interstate 70.
A bit southeast of here, right?
Right.
Well, what thoughts do you have as you go in to the rally today?
I don't think that we can afford to have another 4 more years or 8 years of this type of party. That's why I'm, for Trump.
Do you agree that it's not so much Republicans versus Democrats anymore as it is globalists versus Americans?
I do believe it's the issues. I mean, unfortunately, myself, I've dealt with the issues where I've had illegals, and because of immigration custom enforcement, we're unable to deport. These are people that have actually been deported prior, but yet we've had to cut them loose back into the community, and we've even failed to identify some of the people from some of the countries prior to cutting them.
So they tie your hands.
Yes.
And it makes it hard for your work as a police officer.
Correct.
Well, we appreciate what you do. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
prior. But yeah, we've had to cut them loose back into the community, and we've even failed to identify some of the people from some of the countries prior to cutting them.
So they tie your hands.
Yes.
And it makes it hard for your work as a police officer.
Correct.
Well, we appreciate what you do. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Choice that we face, and I'm proud to stand with Donald Trump. Because I got to tell you, everybody, this election, it's not just a choice. It's not just a choice between two people. It's a choice between two futures. And I want to say to all of my friends here in North Carolina, I choose a stronger America at home and abroad. I choose a more prosperous America. I choose an America that stands up for the constitutional principles that made this nation great. I choose to stand with Donald Trump and every American who believes we can make America great again. Because despite all the distractions, this election really is about big things. It truly is. It's about security. It's about prosperity. It's about the Supreme Court of the United States, and it's about having the highest standards of integrity in the highest office in the land. And before I get to your questions at this town hall meeting, let me walk you through those big issues. Because they tend to get lost in the din of whatever the media is talking about on any particular day.
Adam Taxin, pregame show with Ken, and also my new friend, Hutch Bailey Jr. from the Wayne Dupree Show. We're talking to Ken. Ken, your thoughts on the debate last night? Hopefully the audio is working.
I think
Trump did a great job. I'm totally supporting Trump. I think he knocked it out of the park. I had some debates on Facebook with some friends, some non-Trump friends, and put him down.
Okay. What arguments did you do to destroy them?
Well, he said, who's one of the he's a Washington Post opinion guy, but he's also on Fox.
Bill Kristol? No. George Will?
No.
I don't know.
Stephen Hayes, Charles Krauthammer.
No,
Charles Krauthammer.
I should know that.
I said, look, even Charles Krauthammer, and he's on both sides. He's on Washington Post, and he's on Fox. Even he said he did.
Hutch Bailey Jr. Now, I'm going to hold the camera because we've had some issues with it. Hutch Bailey Jr., you're doing the interviews.
Hello, everybody. If you'll look at the massive line that is
who failed to negotiate a status of forces agreement in Iraq, pulled all American forces out of those hard-fought gains in Iraq that literally created the vacuum in which the murderous, barbarous terrorist organization ISIS was able to overrun vast areas that had been so hard won by the American soldier. You know, there are heroes in our midst. There are heroes in our midst who served in Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom. And there are Gold Star families among us. Would anyone who has worn the uniform of the United States of America, if you are able, would you stand or raise your hand and allow us to thank you for your service to the United States of America? It breaks my heart to think of the hard-fought gains, the sacrifices that were made to win security in Iraq by 2009 and the way it was squandered. 16. Instead of the 36 Marine battalions that our warfighters say they need, we're down to 23. And the average age of aircraft in the Air Force is 27 years, older than the men and women that we charge to fly them. For America to be strong, for the world to be safe, America needs to be strong. And Donald Trump will lead on the world stage with American strength. We will rebuild our military. We will restore the arsenal of democracy. We will renew our allies, and we will hunt down and destroy ISIS and any organization that threatens our people or inspires violence on our shores. That's probably why more than 160 retired U.S. generals and admirals, including more than 20 Medal of Honor winners, have endorsed Donald Trump to be the next commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the United States. You know, it truly is extraordinary. But it's not just security abroad, it's security at home. Now, this has been a very challenging time in the life of men and women in our communities, large and small, who protect our families. There's an awful lot of members of that community who are with us here today, so would you mind joining me in showing your appreciation for the men and women who serve in law enforcement here in North Carolina and all over the United States of America. Let's show them how much we appreciate it.
Okay, we're testing. We're just waiting for Joe to let us know either way that we're working. I don't know why anyone would be watching this. Give a smoke to the audience. That's freedom for you.
Make America great again.
Okay? Testing. Make America great again. Testing. Hillary for prison. Where do we... Men died. Oh, we got to get that. Look at Hillary White.
This is outside Pittsburgh, man. This is a Democrat stronghold.
I don't know if this area really is.
It's right out. This is a big union.
Oh, yeah. Democrats put a lot of Reagan Democrats.
Ambridge.
Oh, all good. We're on.
Ambridge is named after American Bridge.
Oh, is that right?
Union Town.
Yeah, I was mispronouncing it Cambridge.
This is American Bridge, Ambridge.
Okay, Hutch, you're on, by the way.
Which
We're
is
back on.
located right down the road from here. Coriopolis is their headquarters. If you could look at this crowd for a second, Adam, this line projects so far down that it's just amazing for a Monday. I mean, I know it's a little hard.
It is Columbus Day.
That it is.
Oh, we want to talk to Margie. Our friend Margie's back there. Oh, Margie's popular. What's up, ladies? We're the good guys. We're Right Side Broadcasting. Care to talk to us for a second before we wait for our star Margie? What's that? Margie!
Well, oh, hi!
Remember me?
Yes, I
Good to
did.
see you again. But you're on camera, so don't come too close. Give a message to our audience. We actually have an audience now. It's not just Twitter.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here for the first time, and I'm going to enjoy Trump tremendously.
Well, I'll tell you, you're going to be close to him.
You can do an interview.
When you get in there, this is just a high school field house. So the farthest person away is pretty close.
Oh, good.
So you'll have a good time. What'd you think about the debate last night?
I thought Trump was wonderful.
Wasn't he beautiful?
Oops, yes. I'm trying to find, oh, my girlfriend's up there. I thought he did a fantastic job. I even sent him an email congratulating him.
Outstanding. What'd you think about him having...
Hutch, we're getting instructions back from the office in Alabama. We're to go to the back of the line and go to the front. Any message for Right Side Broadcasting Network? Wait, what? Oh, you watch us?
No. I just want to I don't know.
Okay. Easygoing guy. Hey, hello. Got a lot of high school students. Okay, we're going to the back of the line and walking to the front. What's up, Franco? Oh, no, that's not Franco. That's Jack Lambert. Franco, we talked to before.
That's the way it ought to be, right?
Yeah, okay.
Good year for us.
All right.
You had a lot of good years. Yeah. Okay, we're going to the back of the line, then we're going to the front of the line. This is going to be a lot of walking here. Hello. Just walking the line for the Trump campaign right now. This is going to be a long walk. Adam Taxin with Hutch Bailey Jr. now, but right now we're just getting the line. Let's go on that side. It's a lot easier to walk. We're just sneaking through. Nice new shirts. A lot of new. They must be selling because they have a lot more varieties. Less work for us if we just have to do a line shot. Hutch, you can talk.
Got a generator running right there.
Well, let's walk quickly.
This line is just long, as you can see. I don't know how. I don't know if we're going to get all the way to the end of it.
We're going to walk.
This is America, ladies and gentlemen. Have no fear. This is November 8th, a prelude in a very Democrat-controlled area.
Explain what you were explaining before about it's a union area, but a lot of Reagan Democrats.
This town of Ambridge is named after American Bridge.
Walk over here.
If you look at some of the projects, they've made so many different causeways and things like that. But these jobs are gone from around here now. The steel's no longer manufactured here. And I'm sure these people would love to see some of that industry come back.
We're seeing a Trump that bitch sign. I don't know. It seems like the Pittsburgh Steelers are pretty popular here.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little. Myself, I boycotted the NFL. I can't do it.
You know, I have mixed feelings about that, especially because my Eagles are fairly good. Because, you know, I know some of the players are boycotting, but now they're actually given a choice, and 99% of the players are being respectful to the flag. 97% of the black players
My beef isn't really with the players.
No, mine neither.
With the NFL.
I can't stand Goodell.
Over here you have Donald J. Trump creating jobs.
Yeah.
With the massive vending operations.
Hillary's lies matter. By the way, they don't have these at Hillary. Nothing like this at Hillary events. We got to go to the end of the line. We're going to be walking a while.
Yes, we are. That's good.
Aw. I hear there are Hillary rallies where there's a lot of room, though. No, not for you?
No.
But you're a woman, don't you?
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Oh, I thought that was a thumbs down for Hillary. All right, we got to go across here. What's up?
What's up?
Make America Great Again?
Yeah.
All right.
Watch RSBN TV on YouTube.
You should. No, okay. Hey, well, we got to get on. These young ladies have some cool hats. Make America Great Again, Donald.
No lies.
Vote Trump and government corruption. Save our USA. Deplorables not.
Yep.
So you don't believe that Hillary is such a great role model for women?
Please.
Such a great. What do you think about our honest media when Donald Trump has to debate 3 people on the stage? What do you think about that?
I thought it was 2.5. Anderson was mildly fair at times.
It's a 2.5. See?
Yeah.
He's still beating.
Yep. Oh, he's coming all the way. I mean, if not, our country's in trouble.
It's weird. Anderson Cooper, we got to walk to the back of the line. Anderson Cooper occasionally seems like he's a decent journalist.
Yeah, but
occasionally.
Journalism's dead.
Yeah,
The thing
true.
was,
Except on RSBN. We like RSBN here.
The thing that backfired on him
Yeah?
is I don't think they thought the crowd was going to ask the questions that they did.
Oh, you mean they weren't all planted?
No, that sounded absolutely genuine, and it went against the play they were trying to do.
How outraged is Hillary if they didn't plan all the questions on her behalf?
Now, you could tell the first question she had in advance. You could tell by the way she answered it.
Yeah. Happy Columbus Day, everyone.
Make America great again.
Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, too, just in case anyone's Canadian here. What, are you Canadian?
Irish for Trump.
Irish for Trump? Okay, that's cool. Like, I mean, but it's just, no one's claiming Columbus is Irish. I hear the argument he's Italian, Genovese, Spanish, Jewish.
Cool if Columbus was ever in the United States.
That's true. He wasn't in the United States, but he was in, the Caribbean. The weather's better there, a lot of times of the year, though, too. Any other opinions on, you had some enthusiasm for Trump. What do you like best about Trump?
Everything. That he's not racist like Hillary Clinton.
Oh! Are you saying, for example, the way Hillary stole all the money from Haiti and 1,000 people died who might have otherwise had shelters? Black Lives Matter in Haiti, and apparently not.
Hey, how about Hillary's 30 years of failure compared to Trump's lifetime of achievements?
Yep. Enjoy the rally, everyone. Thank you.
Who wants to be on?
Wait, we got to go to the back of the line. Whoa, thank you. Afghanistan campaign. We got to get that on, and thank you for your service.
You're welcome, sir.
Thanks. You weren't kidding. This is a long line. Hello, RSBN, Right Side Broadcasting Network here. Anyone have a short message?
Who wants to talk to the world?
Hey, whoa, cool dog.
Got her in
Our friend,
Prescott Valley has some of the best dogs in the world.
Prescott Valley. This is my man from Hooters in North Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina. See ya. What's up?
Fired up.
Oh, we got to talk to you. What's today?
Today, Thanksgiving, buddy.
All right, we've been looking for you. By the way, the Blue Jays are kicking ass.
They are.
It's like what they did to the Rangers reminded me of what Trump did to Hillary yesterday.
Absolutely, buddy.
Like, you guys are good.
Yeah.
Are you the best hope? Because I do not want to see the Cubs win.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Explain Canadian Thanksgiving to us.
It's the same thing, man. Harvest is earlier. It's turkey and all the stuff, man. It's the same stuff.
Yep, Canadian and Canada, of course, also benefited from Columbus too.
Yeah,
sort of. What part of Canada are you from? Western. Are the Blue Jays really that good? Because they look unstoppable right now.
Pretty good to me, man.
Is their pitching good, or just their hitting is that good? Their pitching's good too.
Yeah.
Okay, because they can hit. That's for sure. What's your favorite Canadian beer?
I don't like very many of the Canadian beers. I'll go with the Labatt Blue, though.
Okay. Are you actually going to vote if you're a Canadian, or are you Canadian?
Yeah, I'm going to vote Trump.
Okay. Are you American?
I'm
joint citizenship.
Yeah.
Cool. Make Canada great again. I assume you're not a big fan of Trudeau.
No, sir.
You know, it is Canadian Thanksgiving. We want to keep this going. I mean, it's Canadian Thanksgiving, and the Blue Jays are absolutely kicking ass.
Yeah.
And by the way, what was fun about that is the Bushes are Rangers fans, and I'm really getting sick of the Bushes right now, including Billy Bush. And they even have a Bush on their team, Matt Bush. I don't think he's any relation.
Yeah, we beat him last night.
What are they thinking? What do normal Canadians think of this election?
Well, I'd like to think that on the western side they're primarily Republican.
Mm-hmm.
On the east they're Democratic.
Cool. Nice
Liberal.
Nice talking to you. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, we finally found a Canadian. What's going on? You are an Italian American, are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, you are? You just look like the people where I grew up. Okay.
I broadcast and I watch every single Trump one that you put on my computer.
That's how to get on the
air. We got you on there. And if you're Italian American, are you Italian?
No.
Okay, but we got to talk to these two because it's Columbus Day. Can you at least wish our audience a happy Columbus Day? No?
That's your flag.
Okay, that's good enough. Thank you. All right, we're going to the back of the line here.
Tonight, does that count?
Yes, that's good enough. Is it in honor of Columbus Day? I'd rather be deplorable than Obama. Oh, that is one we haven't seen yet. But if you're gonna tell us you're making Italian food, could you elaborate a little? Because some of us want to get hungry right now about what you're making.
It's going to be a crustless zucchini pie. Grated zucchini, salted, drained. It's draining right now, even as we speak. And a lot of Parmigiano and Romano.
Are you actually Italian?
No.
Okay. You just appreciate good food. Okay.
It's a Pittsburgh.
Nice. So you have to the key to Italian food, I think, is often you have to let it marinate for a while. What's that?
Say that again, sir.
I was a Democrat for over 40 years until this spring I switched.
What made you switch?
I don't like Hillary.
But you liked Obama enough to stay Democrat? No. Oh, okay.
I didn't vote for him.
What do you dislike most about Hillary?
I don't think anybody should kill babies for baby parts. That's my biggest objection. And she has to protect our people. And she's not doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Now we are going, speaking of babies, that's a cute one? Okay. All right. All right, we're going to the back of the line. Wait, we may have a long way to walk.
Wraps around the corner, doesn't it?
I guess people are not deterred by, hey, what's going on? I guess people were not deterred by, what's his name? Justin Timberlake thinks you shouldn't support Trump.
Yeah, Hollywood doesn't know what they're talking about.
No? Barbara Streisand doesn't think you should support Trump. And Cher had a very nasty tweet that didn't deter you.
What about Jane Fonda?
I have not heard it. By the way, is Jane Fonda for Hillary or is she for Bernie? Because Susan Sarandon's mad. She's for Bernie.
Yeah, but we have John Voight, so it's fine.
Yeah, right? All right, enjoy.
We loved the debate last night.
What did you love most?
I loved the most that he was able to speak directly to her face and call her out on all the problems that she's caused over the last 26 years.
Wasn't that great?
About him finally bringing up that if he's elected, he's going to appoint a special prosecutor.
That should have already happened.
If we can get justice.
Hillary for president. She should have already been in jail.
Amen.
Period.
All right, we're going to the back of the line. We may see you shortly, if we ever get to the back of the line. Oh, we got a ways to go still? We're going to pass where I parked. What's going on? Happy Columbus Day, everyone. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Happy Steelers being the #1 seed in the AFC currently if the playoffs were held today. Whoa! Hold on. What's that?
Happy Trump Day!
All right. We were building up to that one.
Happy day after the Trump debate day.
Any fans of Right Side Broadcasting Network here?
Right Side Broadcasting Network.
What do y'all think of Hillary?
Lock her up!
What do y'all think of Hillary?
Lock her up.
Isn't that sexist to say that?
No, not at all.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
Pam left.
Pam. Oh, whoa. We got a while to walk still. Hey, what did y'all think of the debate? Who do you think is going to win the AFC North this year?
Steelers.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
What's everybody think about Hillary?
Bloody murder right now.
Okay, well, they got a long way to go. They don't know if they're getting in. Are you excited by the return of Tom Brady?
Not at all.
Okay. Oh, hold on. You get a special
Bill Clinton
time.
is a rapist.
Once more?
Bill Clinton is a rapist.
Okay, how many Bill Clinton victims can you name immediately if we play that game?
Paula Jones.
1.
Juanita Broderick.
2.
Kathleen Willey.
3.
And
oh, come on, there are about 50 more.
yeah, I can't
Drink another coffee.
There's too many for me.
Monica Lewinsky.
Oh yeah, Monica.
Remember her?
Lewinsky, yeah. Well, she was willing though, right?
Yeah, but he still sort of did her wrong.
Yeah.
That's true. 3.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Whoa, long-haired guys for Trump? He's not just for, any thoughts there?
Not really.
Okay, no problem. Thanks for talking to us anyway. Penguins. See, after the Steelers kick butt, he's still got the Penguin stuff on. You guys gonna win the Stanley Cup again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, go Pats.
Once more?
Yes, go Pats.
Oh, I thought he said Pence for a second. I'm like, Trump's at the top of the ticket, but I like his enthusiasm. Yeah. Any other teams you like? Who do you like in football? Who?
Steelers.
Okay, do you like the Baltimore Ravens?
No.
How about Hillary Clinton?
No.
Okay.
Thumbs down.
Nice. Thank you for those insights. What's up, guys? Adorable, deplorable. We got that. Guy's dressed in black. This guy, there must be more to this guy right here.
Secret Service.
Oh, Secret Service. That'll do it. Yeah. Sorry. What's up, everyone? What do y'all think of Hillary's performance at the debate last night? But she's a woman. Don't you feel obligated to support? Okay, what did you...
That's very sexist.
I'm kidding. We're from Right Side Broadcasting Network. What bothers you most about Hillary?
She is untrustworthy.
She's not a good representation of women.
Yeah.
How about of human beings?
But
How about the whole animal kingdom?
They say Trump can't get the women vote. I'm confused.
He can. He's got mine.
Aren't you supposed to be like totally offended about a conversation that was surreptitiously taped 10 years ago?
You probably talk like that too. So it's just like it's a normal thing that guys talk about. And
That's
I'm
true.
offended for anyone that says that.
Enjoy the rally.
Still voting for him.
Thank you. By the way, really not all guys do talk like that, just between us. I mean, it is not the way we talk. We don't. Women talk about that stuff 10 times more than we do. We talk about sports.
She said when someone goes low,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary Johnson just says the "you go high" part. Hi.
Saw you up there at that protest.
Yeah. Voting for this is like drinking antifreeze because it looks like Gatorade. That is that's sweet. I had not heard that one. What's going on? We're going to the back of the line. Stay classy, America. Is Hillary Clinton the epitome of class? No, apparently not.
Fuck Hillary.
Wait, once more? But wait, that language is so offensive. 10 years from now, someone may secretly record it and release it on you.
Shit, man.
Isn't using language like that worse than Bill Clinton raping people?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Enjoy the rally. Go on a while. What's up? What's up? What did you think of Hillary's performance at the debate? Boo. Who said sucked? We like that.
Like a politician. What are you going to do? That's what we're tired of.
Who said she sucked?
She sucked. She was so mechanical. All her lines were all kind of like memorized. She had that false, phony smile.
That was creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah,
Good
she
work,
cocked the head to the
Bailey
side
Jr.
and smiled.
Yeah, that was weird.
I think they were a little surprised when Donald came out with Clinton's girlfriends.
Yeah, that was pretty. Well, no. They weren't his girlfriends. They were women he sexually assaulted. And one of them, Bill Clinton, we can't even blame for, because that was the woman who got raped as a 12-year-old, and then Hillary laughed about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she was a public defender, and she defended the guy.
I
And then
used
she
the
gave
term
him a lie.
She wasn't a public defender. It wasn't even her job. This was a volunteer, pro bono thing.
Oh, okay, for this guy. And the thing about it is she tore this girl down. You didn't hear the whole story. She tore this girl down and made her seem like this girl was a predator.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
Disgusting.
And that she liked older men and she was asking for it. And then she gave him a lie detector test. And he got off, and then she says, well, I guess I don't believe in lie detector tests.
We're coming back to you later. What's your name? Shriver. Okay. We're going to the back of the line. We're getting yelled at by Alabama. Because, see, they have it so much easier at Hillary rallies because I have to walk all the way to the back of the line, and it's a long walk. If I did Hillary, it would take much longer. You guys support Trump, but women are supposed to hate Trump, I thought.
We hate Bill Clinton, yeah.
All right. Why? Just because he raped a few people?
Right, lied about Hillary, intimidated.
What's the big deal? Trump used bad language. See? Oh, man, we got a line here. Half the people are already... Who's going to win the AFC this year?
Steelers, who else?
Are you happy about the return of Tom Brady?
No.
Okay. Ha. What's going on? We got to walk all the way to the back of the line.
Yo, dude.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Right Side Broadcasting. We got to do the long line walk. Too many of you guys. It's so much easier at a Hillary rally.
Go Trump!
Who's not boycotting the NFL this year? Anyone still like the NFL?
Not for long.
Okay, not for long. Fair enough. All right. Hey, what's up, ladies? I'll do one quick interview. What did you think of the debate last night? 20 seconds we have before.
We were awesome. We won.
Nice.
Absolutely.
What did you, Hillary Clinton didn't impress you?
No, not at all.
What was your favorite part?
Women.
Why doesn't Hillary have to answer the question?
What's your favorite part of the debate last night?
What's our what is our favorite?
Did you like when?
We're going to come back and talk to you later. We're doing the line shot now. Okay, we're not stopping moving till we get to the front of the line. And these are the official back of the line people. You want to say hi to Right Side Broadcasting Network? Okay, now we walk to the front of the line. Don't stop walking, Hutch Bailey Jr. Any of you who like to see Hutch Bailey Jr.'s backside, now's your chance. Keep walking, man. All right, you can talk to me, but we're not stopping moving. What do people think of Hillary? What do you think of Bill Clinton's sexual assault?
What would you think about Tim Kaine becoming president when something happened to Hillary?
Hey, just getting the line here, not moving. Bear with us. We'll do some more interviews, but first we got to do the line shot. And these take a while.
Because this is a line.
This is a line. And they're letting people in, I think, sort of slowly, which I've been to some, like one in Greenville, North Carolina, where they had like people going in 7 different lines in there. That was hard to do. Here's the line, turning around. Let's get a shot of the Ambridge architecture. Ambridge, Pennsylvania, a little bit north of Pittsburgh. Old company town. This is a definition of a company town, right, Hutch Bailey Jr.?
American Bridge it's named after.
Yep. All right, this is going to be a little tricky. I have to go a little slower here. Hello again, ladies. We're coming back to you in a bit.
Okay.
You guys may not be getting in, so you may be here for a while. Okay, doing the line shot here. Hello again. Great pictures, great pictures. We're going to come talk to you later.
Okay.
Lock her up, but we got to focus on the line here. And it's a long one. They make us work much less hard at Hillary rallies. No, I'm just kidding. We don't do those. Make America great again.
How did Hillary do last night?
No one wants to even say anything here.
Love you.
They love you too. And we're going to come talk to you. You keep that up, we're going to give you an interview. Okay, ooh, we're going to go around. You like this line here? Who thought Hillary kicked butt last night?
No one.
Ah, that's right. We don't do those. Make America great again.
How did Hillary do last night?
No one wants to even say anything here.
Love you.
They love you too. And we're going to come talk to you. You keep that up, we're going to give you an interview. Okay, ooh, we're going to go around. You like this line here? Who thought Hillary kicked butt last night?
No one.
Ah, that's right. Right Side Broadcasting Network. All right, we're going to come talk to you. You got some opinions. Doing the line shot, then we can come talk to these fine people. Hey, how are you? You look like someone I know. Wow, that's weird. Who's from this area? Who was impressed by Hillary's coherence last night? Didn't she have a great hold of the facts? Any Trump fans here?
Crazy.
We got a ways to go. Hey. We are probably in the home stretch now, 2/3 of the way past the line. Just trying to get people. Maybe we'll talk to the protesters. How'd y'all like the debate last night? Okay, I think we're going to switch around. Nah, we're going to go this side. I'm going to switch to this side. Here, just getting the line here. Some line we have here. Anyone think Trump did well last night? Anyone like Trump's performance last night? I'm going to switch to this side here. Just getting the line here. Some line we have here. Anyone think Trump did well last night? Anyone like Trump's performance last night? Anyone think these protesters are idiots? All right, I like the sound of the Harley. Getting here, that's where our eventual destination is. Going through the line. Here, just finishing the line shot. All right, that's the end of the line. Or that's not the end, but that as they go inside. There we go. Anyone have some opinions? Right Side Broadcasting Network here. Anyone think? Anyone watched the debate last night?
Yes. Of course.
All right. What did you think of it?
Excellent. He did well.
All right. What did you like best?
The end.
The end. When Hillary liked his family.
Yes.
Okay, that was
and
polite.
He gave her a beautiful compliment. Which
Great.
I wouldn't have done.
That you would not have done. I like that. I don't know where Hutch Bailey Jr. is. What's going on? Hey, would you like to be on with Right Side Broadcasting Network?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. What do you think of the protesters over there?
There's a couple thousand Trump protesters, Trump supporters here. There's only a couple dozen.
Of course, we know that. Our audience.
He's just going to show them, though.
Not this media. We're Right Side Broadcasting Network. What do you think of these guys in Harleys?
I think I liked how Hillary got all upset and angry. And
You can tell?
He was more calm.
Oh yeah, the expression on her face. Oh, you gotta get this. Thanks for talking to us. Enjoy the rally. Bye. Where's my man Hutch Bailey Jr.? I think I'm lost. Maybe I walked too fast.
Trump.
We like that.
Every Trump.
And we like our contributors too, by the way.
That's coming.
What did you?
Yes, sir. Let's see, how about right over here? Oh, here we go. Got some royalty here. Stand up.
Hi, Governor Pence. Sarah from Waxhaw, North Carolina. My husband and I have met you on several occasions. He was seriously wounded in Afghanistan. We recently waited 10 months for a referral for one appointment from the VA. How can we improve this? What will you and Mr. Trump do?
Let me tell you, the high point of my days at the Republican National Convention were meeting your courageous husband and you. And I'm really terribly honored to see. Would you mind joining me in thanking this incredible family and this warrior for their service to this country one more time? Thank you so much. And I actually thought of this when the Marine was standing just a second ago. First speech I attended with Donald Trump right after the Republican National Convention was at the VFW.
Hello.
We had a lot of veterans.
Hey, did you watch the debate last night?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was awesome.
What was most awesome?
Laid out a plan. It is absolutely appalling that men and women who wore the uniform, who went into harm's way, have in recent years actually lost their lives waiting for health care from the VA. That ends the day that Donald Trump becomes president of the United States. That's over. We're going to fix the VA.
Hello.
I want you to.
Hey.
I want you to look at that plan.
Hello.
I want you to look.
Last night?
Absolutely. Yes.
What did you think of it?
It all begins with changing personnel, changing
Hello.
expectations. It's also
Hey.
changing the philosophy.
Did you watch the
Look, this
debate
is
last
not-
night?
A lot of people
Yes.
talk
What did you think of it?
VA benefits like it's an entitlement, right? It's not an entitlement.
When he
Donald
spoke
Trump and I
about
know that benefits to the VA.
Hillary from prison, because I'll tell you what, she has taken advantage of the little people. Me and my wife used to own a business for 20 years and we lost everything.
Oh, we gotta get you on there. Oh, all right. Oh, I'm sorry.
We lost everything over the Obama administration and Hillary Clinton's policies. We drove 2.5 hours to be here. If you look up and down this boulevard,
We just did.
every mill in this area is almost shut down.
Yeah.
None of the trains are running down here.
Right.
What's left for our children?
Right.
What's left for our kids? I'm sorry if I'm coming
No,
off
be
angry.
yourself. Be yourself.
You know, you might want to call me a deplorable. But I'm proud of it. The reason is because
Hispanics who's passed away, but from Mexico. Her family came here legally.
Beautiful.
As immigrants. We've lost our insurance as a family because we can't afford $1,800 a month. But I'm more concerned as we stand here in Charlotte and we have seen the division that this administration has brought. When I look at my child who is African American and who lives in Harlem half of the year and is more concerned about what's going on in his neighborhood than he is a police, I also want to see, because my dad is a police officer, retired, I want to see our police officers protected, respected, and I want to know, that is a very tall order. I'm also an ordained minister, saved by grace. So when I look at all of the things that you have to do, one, I am committed to praying for you. I am committed to praying and calling on other Christians to take a stand and to start praying for these men. But what is going to be the first thing that you do in terms of relations of racial divide in our country? when you guys get into office, and you will get into office.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is almost shut down.
Thank you for sharing your beautiful family. Thank you for sharing your witness. And thank you for your prayers for me and my family and for the Trumps. We truly are grateful. We rely on prayer at our house. We appreciate that. And I will say to you, I really do believe that the divisions that we have can be healed in this country when we're standing tall again and when we're standing on that shared foundation again. I mean, you said your father was a police officer, is that right? My uncle was a cop in Chicago for 25 years. And, you know, my heart breaks for the people of North Carolina and the people of other communities that have faced the harsh division that has followed police action shootings. We need to be very clear when there's ever a loss of life, I grieve that. And that whenever there's a loss of life because of law enforcement action, the public deserves an immediate and transparent review of that. But enough of those who would seize on these tragic moments to further divide us and to demean people who serve in law enforcement. We need to come together. We need to build communities, and I truly do believe that what Donald Trump is advocating, and what I'm proud to stand with him advocating, is a stronger America. It's a more prosperous America. It's an America where jobs and opportunities and quality education come to every community again, in the city and on the farm. I mean, one of the things he's most passionate about is educational choice. Donald Trump and I believe that parents ought to be able to choose where their children go to school, regardless of their income or their area code, public, private, parochial, or homeschool. Opening doors for many families that find themselves and their kids trapped in failing schools, making sure that we're providing the resources for law enforcement to create prosperity in our streets, ending the flow of illegal drugs into our country that is tearing apart families in Indiana and here in North Carolina. But it can all happen. I guess that's what I'd leave you with today, is we got 29 days. We got 29 days to make a change, or not. Because this election is, I mean, if you're one of the people that thinks this country's on the right track, if you think that America's place in the world is just fine, if you think that our economy is about as good as we can expect it to be these days, and our kids just have to get used to the fact their future may not be as prosperous as ours, and then you've got one candidate in the race. But I want you to leave here today and tell people all across North Carolina, all across this community, if you believe we can be strong again on the world stage, if you believe we can open doors of opportunities for every American in every community, large and small, across this nation again, if you believe that we can create jobs and opportunities and be standing tall with our children and our grandchildren, able to not only have a great education but start a great future, and if you believe we can do it all on a foundation of that solid Constitution and the faith that underpins it, then I need you to leave here today and not rest and not relent until you have told every neighbor, every friend, at work, at worship, over the backyard fence, that when we make Donald Trump the next president of the United States of America, we will make America great again.
Put her in the dirt.
Put her in the dirt? Okay. Usually we hear put her in prison, but that's we.
Let her off.
Okay. Well, based on her health, it might not be that long. Hello.
Put her in
Hey,
jail.
you talked to us before.
Put her
Okay.
in jail.
Yeah.
What did you think of the debate yesterday?
It was good.
What did you like best? Hello. We just went back on Right Side Broadcasting. Any thoughts on the debate yesterday?
Good job. Put her in the dirt.
Put her in the dirt? Okay. Usually we hear put her in prison, but that's we.
Let her off.
Okay. Well, based on her health, it might not be that long. Hello. Hey, you talked to us before.
Put her in jail.
Yeah.
What did you think of the debate yesterday?
It was good.
What did you like best about it?
Trump.
Okay. Let me guess who you liked least in it. But what questions were fun? What answers were fun for you?
When Trump said that he would put her in jail.
Everyone's saying
Yeah,
that.
it was funny.
Do you think it's partially because people are so sick of the Clintons getting away with it?
Yeah.
Is that really, and like, you have to follow the law, but the Clintons don't, and that really just gets under your skin?
Yeah, it's so un-American. Yeah.
Bullcrap. It's not fair.
She should be held to like some standards that we are.
Does it bother you how much money she's made in so-called public service?
True. Millions and billions of dollars, right?
Did you all follow the hurricane by chance?
Yeah.
You know that, I don't know if you heard, there are like over 1,000 people dead in Haiti, and the Clintons took...
What's the question?
Give him credit for saying one nice thing about Hillary. He was able to come up with one.
Yeah, she wasn't. His kids.
Yeah.
His kids.
Yeah.
Right. All right, enjoy the rally.
Thank you.
Hey, what's going on?
Hit a home run.
Yeah, he needs to call her
Donald
out a little
hit a
bit more,
home run.
though.
How do you respond to there was a person who kind of
Get
looked
a
sad?
job.
Yeah, the protester, but they say love Trump's hate. That doesn't convince you?
No, get a job.
How about Hillary's lies?
Wait, what did Hillary lied? What did she lie about? Okay.
She's Abraham Lincoln.
on this
I'm kidding. I'm playing. I'm just playing with you.
He got a good last name.
All right.
He said honest things.
Let's see how many Hillary lies we can name. Who wants to start? Emails. Okay. Whoa. Who else? What other lies does Hillary have? How about the video? The YouTube video? Yeah, that's the same thing. Any other lies people want to mention? What do you all think about intimidating Hillary?
She got shot at when she was in India on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
I
Bosnia.
want to know how much she paid someone to dig up that crap on Trump.
Yeah, right? And I want to know where the money came from. The Clinton Foundation? How about how much money she's made in so-called public service, serving the children?
She was broke coming out of the White House.
Right?
And it cracks me up when...
Oh, but some would say that the marriage from the start, that everyone knows Hillary's a lesbian, and like that Bill just wanted to do whatever he wanted from the start, so they made this arrangement.
I wouldn't say that Hillary's a lesbian. I would say Hillary is riding Bill's coattails to the White House, and when she's not president, they're going to get a divorce.
What do you think of her legal career? Like, for example, attacking that 12-year-old girl who had been raped.
I don't know much about it, but I do know that she
was in the audience last night.
She protected her husband, and she tried to silence that girl, which isn't right, because what is happening is that we're going to pull out everything that Hillary is doing, and they are going to come up with these lies, and I'm going to bank on it right now that the Democrats are going to say that Trump raped women within the next 2 weeks because of the women that were at the debate last night.
Right.
They're going to start paying people. This is what people
That's
do
the
when
Clinton
they're
Foundation money. Where do you want it to go? To help Haiti hurricane victims? Where do you think? The money would have to go to that.
I don't want Obamacare. I haven't seen a doctor in 3 years, and that's because Obamacare canceled me and my husband, who was overseas 5 times, and I want to see a doctor. And the affordable Obamacare is not affordable to me.
But isn't it more important for illegals to be able to have that access to health care?
Exactly. I know a lot of Mexicans that are getting their teeth fixed.
Right.
They're getting to go see a doctor, and I am a tax-paying citizen, and I want to go see a doctor. And that's why I'm voting for Trump, because he's going to get rid of Obamacare, and I'm going to be able to, I work currently as a temp, I'm going to be able to get hired because he's going to make my job come over to America, and I'm done with the lies that Hillary is spewing. I'm done. Flies land on shit. I know a lot of Mexicans that are getting their teeth fixed.
Right.
They're getting to go see a doctor, and I am a tax-paying citizen, and I want to go see a doctor. And that's why I'm voting for Trump, because he's going to get rid of Obamacare, and I'm going to be able to, I work currently as a temp, I'm going to be able to get hired because he's going to make my job come over to America, and I'm done with the lies that Hillary is spewing. I'm done. Flies land on shit. And I promise you, Trump is coming for you, Hillary. I promise you.
Amen. Enjoy the rally. That was great. Good luck, by the way. Continuing toward the back of the line. Plenty of people here. I'd like to Oh, that guy. Wait. We want to talk to you. I remember you.
Where's this going to be?
Right Side Broadcasting Network.
Right.
Why, do you have a better offer for CNN right now? Are you more of a CNN fan? Well, let me ask you a question. CNN's Dana Bash said it was very totalitarian of Trump to make Hillary accountable for her crimes, comparing it to like Stalin and Hitler. What do you think of CNN's Dana Bash?
Well, I mean, I agree with Trump. I think it was 3 against 1.
Right.
You know, and I think that that comment was way out of line. And you know, and the thing about it is, she had written lines and pre-written statements, and she got tongue-tied and lost her place. And,
so you like the part where Donald Trump said that he would appoint a special prosecutor.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going to get to the bottom of all this.
Yes.
I think I heard a sigh of relief across the whole country.
Exactly.
Yeah, everyone thinks Hillary should be accountable for her crimes the way ordinary Americans should.
Exactly.
Yeah. That
she
seems.
should be in the big house, not the White House.
In prison.
Exactly.
So you think the law should apply to the Clintons as well?
Oh, certainly.
Bill should have been in prison.
Which charge would it be? Selling our nuclear secrets to China, rape? Which one?
Well, you know, there's
all
so
of the
many
above.
to pick
Yeah,
from.
right. All right. Enjoy the rally.
I think the big one is the fact that they made that Russian deal with that Canadian company.
Oh, the
and
uranium.
now Russia owns 20% of our uranium, but they paid them like $125 million to the foundation to get that privilege. Before that, Russia was not allowed to buy anything. They were sanctioned. They couldn't buy any uranium at all.
Well, would it be nice to have a president who looked out for American interests the way Putin looks out for Russian interests?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Enjoy the event. All right. Who wanted to talk to RSBN here? Anyone? We're the good guys. All right. Who was I talking to before? Right side broadcast. Who saw the debate yesterday? All right. Who has an opinion on the debate?
What do you think about it?
Donald Trump won.
Okay,
what was
your
favorite part?
Boy, there were so many good ones.
Most people come up with the same one.
When they said send Clinton to jail.
And the Lincoln. When Cornell was
Abe, honest Abe.
Yeah.
What was she talking about?
I don't know. That was the most random part of the debate. I mean, you know you're full of crap when you're bringing like.
What'd you think when she put that creepy smile on and cocked her head to the side?
Hey, it's not nice to make fun of stroke victims like that, Hutch Bailey Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd here is immense. I don't know how many people are going to fit in the venue.
Moderators.
Yeah, no one mentioned that yet. That was great.
Yeah, he told him about that.
You know, I thought Martha Raddatz was worse than Anderson Cooper. At times, she seemed even remotely fair.
No, not even remotely fair.
Now, Anderson Cooper at moments, I thought, seemed okay.
Yeah.
She was horrible. Martha Raddatz?
Yeah, I agree.
What'd you think about the crowd that they thought were going to just tee Trump right up? They all came and they were all honest.
Oh, yeah. Did you see how when everybody was applauding Trump and can you please calm down? Yeah.
I'd put her in jail.
Yeah, put her in jail. Hillary for prison.
Thank you. All right, what's up, ladies? Were we talking to you before? Oh, we were.
We're down a third one, but she had to walk out for a minute.
Okay, these things happen. It's a long line. So at a Hillary rally, you can just walk in.
So actually, I went to a Bernie Sanders rally. He was here to protest. Like I wore like a.
You protested Bernie?
I did. And
You don't like communism?
No. If you want to live in a communist country, move to one. Don't make this.
Exactly.
But that line was actually super, super long.
Yeah.
I think most people don't have jobs. They have free time.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why that line was long.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it is Columbus Day, so you know
That's true.
people
Yeah, she
do have
works at a
off.
bank. She's off. She has full time.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm off on Mondays, so I work Saturdays. So yes, we are very much so employed.
What were the highlights for you of the debate yesterday?
Oh my God. When Trump said, whenever she was like, good thing we don't have someone with the temperament of Trump, whatever, running on, he goes, yeah, because you'd be in jail. That was good. That was real.
Everyone likes that. I think we have a winner.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the one.
What did you think of the way he responded to what's that? Trump. Okay. Trump. Oh, we got some anti-German feelings. Okay. Okay.
What does Trump mean?
That's
Okay.
very offensive.
Clinton. Okay, anyhow, whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, we were talking to you guys. So about the rude language Trump used when he was being secretly recorded 11 years ago. Do you think that is worse than Bill Clinton's history of raping women?
No, I don't condone it. I think it's horrible and he shouldn't talk like that. But, I mean, actions speak louder than words. Bill Clinton raped people. Hillary covered up. She slandered, intimidated those women. She doesn't care about women. And then, of course, there's a 12-year-old girl who got raped and she slandered that girl to get
right.
the line off. So, yeah.
Yeah, actions speak louder than words,
Right.
I think. And I'm not easily offended. I really don't.
I know. We're so offensive. Like, nothing offends us.
Right.
I'm not condoning what Trump
But I
said.
think people who have heard a lot of language are genuinely bothered by the fact that Hillary has made so much money in so-called public service, giving speeches to Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, etc.
Right.
And
If she has a political agenda and her personal one.
Exactly.
Needs to go hand in hand. What are you from, by the way? What's
Right Side Broadcasting Network.
Is that what is it?
We're an all YouTube channel. We're probably the biggest all YouTube channel, and we're very pro-Trump. And this is part of the pregame show.
So every rally, the cameraman does a 360 in the rally like the networks won't. So RSBN.TV.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. What do you hope he talks about at the speech today?
I hope he does focus more about what he's going to do for the country and just, you know, how he's going to defeat Hillary instead of just going on about, you know, emails and things like that.
Right, actually talk about the issues.
Yeah.
I don't mind bashing Hillary. I'm all about it all day, every day. But you got to talk about the issues, too.
Yeah. What do you think? You know, it bothered me that they don't talk about how Hillary wants to flood us with Muslim immigrants who are hostile.
Everyone did that. People were getting raped and beat up and everything. You can't do that.
Yeah.
ISIS actually said they're going to sneak in with the refugees.
Why wouldn't they? They want to destroy us. Look at what's going on in Europe.
Right.
It's already a problem now. And it's just going to get bigger. It's just going to
She wants to bring in five times as many.
50% more.
Yeah. Do you think it's because? Do you think she owes it to the Muslim countries because they're giving her so much money?
I think she'll do anything.
I don't think so. She cares about America. She'll still do it. Another thing is she takes all people always say she's for gay rights and all that stuff, which I personally have several gay friends, which I'm fine with, even though I don't agree with their lifestyle. But she takes all that money from countries that kill you for being gay. It's not the conservatives killing gay people. It's not the Christians.
Oh man.
It's Islam.
Yeah.
So how can you be pro pro-homosexuality and pro-Islam.
Follow the money.
She takes money from other countries too
Yeah,
that
they cut your head
that
off.
have
You're gonna cut your head off.
women have no rights again, like no rights
Oh,
to.
yeah.
So and then you can see all these Hillary supporters like, oh,
Yeah,
Trump is.
they treat women the worst in the world.
Yeah.
Do you ever ask Hillary supporters about that kind of thing? Like why?
They're so blindsided.
We try not to associate with Hillary supporters.
I agree with that. It makes life better.
It doesn't matter. They're so blindsided that they don't see the real picture.
True. But what do you say to people who say, love Trump's hate, love Trump's hate?
What would be a good one to that? America Trump's Islam? I don't know.
Yeah, right? I don't know. I looked at Hillary's eyes during the debate yesterday. They did not look like eyes filled with love, to put it mildly.
Because Hillary's all about Hillary. She's not about America. She's about Hillary.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it says I'm with her.
That's exactly
I'm with you.
Exactly.
Oh, I know what I got to ask you about. What did you think about the way Bill trolled the press by having them come to that presser beforehand and then having three of Bill's victims and one of Hillary's victims there?
I think it's great that Trump just completely ignored what his advisors were saying and brought them in. I really thought you can see it in her eyes that she was a little worried about it, and
Bill's over there like,
It was awesome.
oh my god.
He was shaking in his boots. So
Justice for the Clintons, and you know what that means. All right, enjoy the rally. Thanks for talking to us today. All right, anyone want to talk to Right Side Broadcasting? Hello. Hey, no, doesn't want to be on. Care to talk to Right Side Broadcasting? Thank you for your service. Who saw the debate last night?
Everybody, we saw it.
What did you think?
Trump won.
Where did he win most? What was the best part?
Everything.
But if you had to pick one part of everything.
I think the cut on,
with
a couple of cuts on Clinton, he hit it right on the nose.
Yeah, especially with the Lincoln thing.
Oh, the Lincoln thing.
Oh, that was great.
Hillary Clinton has hate on his name. How about that? What'd you think about when Donald Trump said that if he was elected president, he will appoint a special prosecutor and finally get to the bottom of all this criminality?
I don't know if he can really do that. Can he really do that?
Oh, he can do a special prosecutor.
There's a lot of felonies.
And he should get to the bottom of it. I mean, it's kind of funny because I'm a Vietnam veteran, I'm a retired United Steelworker, and I'm a Democrat.
He's a Trump-a-cat.
I'm voting for Trump.
You know what? I'm not from here. I'm from the eastern part of the state. It seems like there are a lot of Democrats around here who are the definition of Reagan Democrats who are supporting Trump, who really don't like the globalist Republicans either.
No.
You're right.
No, they should be ashamed of themselves.
Is that
Paul
because...
Ryan should be ashamed of himself.
Who do you think are the most embarrassing Republicans besides Ryan? John McCain, Kelly Ayotte in New Hampshire?
All of them. I don't see any of the Democrats not sticking up for Hillary with all her lies.
Oh, when Bill was impeached, they all walked to the White House in a show of support.
Exactly. And the Republicans, the elite Republicans, forget about it.
Are you excited about the growing political career of George P. Bush? Do you think we need another Bush?
No, I think that was a good reason.
I think Billy Bush put the Bush family to bed.
Enough with the Bushes.
Stay
out the bushes, as Jesse Jackson says.
Yeah,
I voted for him too. Enough with the Bushes. All right, final thoughts. What do you want to hear today?
I want to see Trump win. Make America great.
Great. Enjoy.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Nice life.
You too. Who saw the debate last night? Woo! Oh, you're the most enthusiastic response that you get to be on. All right, talk to me. Oh.
Donald.
Oh no, don't put her on. Okay.
I have an enthusiastic response.
Bring it on.
Real enthusiastic response. Give me a question.
What was the best part of the debate?
Everyone knows you'd be in jail if I were in charge of the district, of the laws. Absolutely.
Great. Enjoy the rally.
United Steelworker for Trump.
Oh, we want to talk to you.
A lot of us.
Yeah, I thought union people are supposed to get in line and do whatever Democrats tell them.
Oh, sir, buddy, we got minds of our own. We can think for ourselves. We know the truth.
Do you think the union vote could make a difference in Pennsylvania for Trump?
Yes, sir. Union needs to step up and vote.
How have the Democrats screwed over union workers?
Bad.
Can you share for our audience? We don't all know this
People
stuff.
are getting laid off.
Uh-huh.
Trump gets in. He's going to stop China from dumping steel on the market for pennies on the dollar. And the steel workers are going to go back to work again.
Great.
They sold the actual mills to the Chinese.
Yes.
The actual mills were dismantled by thousands of Chinese workers, tagged up and shipped back there.
Oh,
That's
wow.
where all the steel's being made.
That's right.
I mean, it's not like they built all this themselves. We built their mills that they took out of here.
That's right. He's
That's
right.
what happened.
What's your message for the globalist Republicans who are screwing over Trump at every chance they get?
We will remember
you.
We will not forget
Thank you.
what you did.
Do I even have to ask what football team you're a fan of? The way you say.
Do I have to say?
Yeah, you're a steel worker in Pittsburgh.
Steelers, buddy.
Are they that good? I mean, they have a pretty good record
No,
right
they're
now.
not good. They're fantastic.
Okay.
Great.
Sounds good. Thanks, good. Hey, what do you want to say? Oh, we like our Boy Scouts. Come on in. What do you guys like most about Trump?
The wall.
The wall. The young kids love that wall. Is this because you like climbing trees and you hope to someday climb that wall?
Yeah, no, because I like
You're a Boy
national
Scout.
parks.
You like
I
what?
National parks, and it might be a national park in like 100 years.
Oh, you think the wall should be made into a national park?
Yes.
Great. Okay, that's a different perspective. Thank you. Enjoy. All right, deplorable lives matter. What do you think Hillary would find most deplorable about you?
That I'm wearing the shirt, probably.
Fair enough. Did you think she had a hell of a performance last night?
Better than the last one.
No, you thought she actually was better last night than her first one. And what did you think of Trump's performance?
He put himself in a bad position before the debate. He had to defend it.
Yeah, but he did an okay job defending it, don't you think? Okay. Hi.
Hey, you don't have any way to get in there for handicapped people, do you?
I wish I did. Oh, they don't?
Crazy.
Okay, don't let Hillary see it. She'll try to make an ad out of this or something. Use Wall Street money and say, look what Trump does. Look what Trump does. Well, she doesn't have to worry about that at her rally because everyone can get into her rallies because no one wants to go.
Right, the five people can get in.
Yeah. Hi, who saw the event? Whoa, Rush? Are you a fan of Rush?
Oh, yeah.
You know why we want to talk to you today, right?
Why do you want to talk to me today?
What's today? Where's Rush from?
Rush is from Canada.
What's today?
Canada Day.
No, that's July 1st. Canadian Thanksgiving.
Ah,
okay, but we're not going to ask you any Canada questions.
All right, good.
But what do you like most about Trump?
The idea of the wall. I want to build the wall.
Why is it that the young people like the wall so much more than the older people?
Because it keeps city like if you put a wall around city limits and see as you're going to protect the city, it just goes back to medieval times.
Goes to ancient times. The Jews had walls back in Jerusalem in a lot of cities.
They've had walls ever since, so why don't we have walls now? Build the wall.
All right.
That's my...
Thank you. I think, and by the way, how great is that Trump is in construction, so he knows how to build a wall.
Exactly.
Looks a great shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Who saw the debate last night?
Everybody.
Favorite part? Other than you'd be in jail. Other than that. We have a moratorium on that because everyone says that. Any other parts people like?
Prisoners should be in prison?
Why do people like that so much? Is it the fact that the Clintons have a different set of rules for them and everyone else has to abide by the law?
I think you answered your own.
Yeah, I did. It was a leading question.
Rhetorical. Here's a question. Are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
At least then, now we'll answer.
Not only that, I work for Right Side Broadcasting Network. Do you know how pro-Trump we are? You know us.
I love it.
Oh, you know Right Side Broadcasting Network.
I have heard.
Okay. No, let me ask you the question, and this is also semi-rhetorical. I believe I already know the answer. Don't you, as a woman, feel compelled to support a great role model for girls like Hillary Clinton?
I support a lot of great role models in my life, and Hillary Clinton does not make the list.
What bothers you most about her?
That she stuck it out with her cheating-ass husband, that's setting a really good role model for
What if
young
that was
women.
the arrangement from the beginning?
I'm sure it was,
Yeah.
and that's even more
You mean like
of a
Kane's arrangement
disappointment.
with his wife?
And that's not exactly a great role model.
Is
that you
cheating the
would say.
worst thing Bill Clinton has ever done with? Yeah.
We know that.
What did you say?
China.
Yeah.
I think he signed into law that we can export to China, and that's why everything you look at today is made in China.
Yeah, people around here don't seem to like all the steel that's being made by China instead of here right now.
Imagine that. I mean,
Yeah, right.
we're a couple miles outside Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
This town was named after American Bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, there's train tracks right behind here.
What do you
The
mean
Ohio
just
River's
steel?
right back
Everything's
there.
made in China, right?
It's true.
boats come over fully laden, they drop everything off, they go back fully empty.
And that trade was made by her husband, Bill Clinton.
Yeah, but some people still are managed to making a lot of money. Like Hillary and Bill made $300 million. So some people can still make it in the United
When
States.
you got your own foundation, you
Right?
take money from and you sell out the country for money.
And
Yeah,
they
you make a lot of money that way.
On a more serious note, did any of you see the news from Haiti the last few days? You know where the Clintons stole 90% of the money, right? Did anyone put two and two together there? I mean, how many people might have been saved if the shelters had been properly built rather than going for...
Usain Bolt decided he was going to step up and cover the Clintons by donating, what is it, $5 million or something like that.
Oh, did he really?
10 million, was it? 10 million, yeah.
Usain Bolt?
Usain Bolt did that, yeah.
I'm surprised he has that much money as a track
I read
star.
somewhere where he said he felt bad for the Clintons. They were running out of money, so he would cover.
He actually did criticize... Oh, he didn't say that.
He
But he
just
really
donated
did give
10
$10 million?
Yes.
I'm just shocked that he's as rich as like an average relief pitcher in Major League Baseball.
Guy's a good
Good.
athlete, class
I just didn't know you could make that much even if you're the best sprinter in the world.
Well, some of the United States gold medal winners, I think they get a lot of money just for winning the gold from our country itself. Then all the events they can go to, they get money. They get paid just like Bill Clinton does when he goes to
No
speak
kidding.
places. They get paid to speak places too.
Yeah. Well, you have to be great. It's not like baseball. You can be average and still make a fortune.
Bolt probably $5 million is probably nothing. I'm sure his shoe deal is probably 15 or 20 million.
No kidding. All right. Thanks for talking to us. Hi.
You guys watched the debate. What'd you think about it?
I thought Trump won. He did what he had to do.
What'd you think about Hillary Clinton saying that she compared herself to Honest Abe Lincoln?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh, I remember you guys.
Yeah, down there. Where the camera shot.
Yeah, you guys moved up to the sun. You got in a place in the sun.
What was the best part of the debate for you guys?
Well, I liked when he pointed out everything wrong that she did, and about her even bringing up just words that he did. You know, words are words, but his actions that Bill Clinton did, and she victimized the victims. I mean, demonized the victims. I mean, that's crazy.
You guys think that the gloves have finally come off now?
I think they.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
Definitely.
They should have come off.
Listen, you know what? You can listen to any songs, and you know they have the worst vulgar things that you can say, and
His
they're
were
gonna
words.
They're probably
say
performing
one
at the
bad
Democrat
thing.
convention.
They're gonna say one bad thing. We listen to songs and kids sing these things all the time, but yet you're gonna say one thing 11 years ago that this man did. Seriously.
What do you think about
Yeah, we were supposed
By
to
the way, on that note, did you see who had a really bad tweet about Trump today? Shared it. Did any of you?
Yeah.
Any of you ever see the "If I Could Turn Back Time" video? Even it's a good song. Don't get me wrong, but you remember that video?
Oh yeah, yeah. He actually typed "F you," right?
No, I think.
Didn't you hear one of Hillary's?
Oh, that was a Hillary's. I'm talking about
please.
Cher.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I'm talking like the "If I Could Turn Back Time" video. You're worried about objectifying women? Please.
You know what? I'm a woman. I
Yeah.
really don't care.
Yeah.
You know, my God, my mouth rips on men all the time.
By the way, just between us,
We don't mind.
we're not.
I'm serious.
We don't talk like that back there. You guys do. Like you guys are 5 times, 10 times. We're talking about sports.
When we get out in the public, or like when we get out, when we have a few drinks.
Oh, I know what you guys.
What do you think about Hillary Clinton's plans to increase Syrian refugee influx in the United States?
What did he say?
Legalized pot.
What? Legalized pot.
It was the weed
My
whacker.
2
Yeah.
kids are in the military. Believe in me, I don't want that door, somebody knocking on my door saying my son's dead because somebody wanted to call their daughter and tell them.
Did you like the way? Oh, here's a question. No one, not a question, but here's something no one's mentioned yet, and I thought it was a great line. If I had been president, their son would still be alive.
Yeah, exactly. I have 2 children in the military. Don't you think I'm worried about them? Absolutely.
So you're not appreciative of the way Hillary seems to want a war with Russia.
Look what she did with Benghazi. Seriously, those guys were out asking for help. She did nothing for them people.
Yeah.
They're dead now.
Well, they didn't contribute that much to the Clinton Foundation, though.
No.
So, I mean, should she really have done anything for them?
Yes, she should have.
I'm kidding.
My God.
Kidding. Thank you. Enjoy the rally. Huh. I know he's being interviewed, but we got to get his shirt.
I love Right Side Broadcasting.
Oh, you want? Well, we're not going to interrupt here, but we'll talk to you in a sec. Just give us a "We love Right Side Broadcasting."
We love Right Side Broadcasting.
Okay, that's good enough. Totally unprompted. What's up, Washington? We got to get your shirt there too. What did you think of the debate?
Trump did a great job. We're here for a reason, to see you being the president.
Favorite parts?
I'm sorry?
Favorite parts of the debate?
That Hillary should be in jail.
Okay. True.
Winner again, ladies and gentlemen. That seems to be the answer of the day.
My 4-year-old likes
Thanks a lot,
it
guys.
too. She's been saying it all morning.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, how did she say it?
She said, "You be in jail, Hillary."
So that is the line. That is the "You're no Jack Kennedy" of this debate. Hopefully we'll do a little better on our side than Lloyd Benson did with Dukakis. But all right, that's the line. You'd be in jail.
Hey, keep in mind, Donald Trump's the only man that hosted 2 WrestleManias and shaved Vince McMahon's head.
That's true. That's very important.
Go Trump.
However, some say that if Franklin Pierce had been alive, he would have been the first president to shave Vince McMahon's head. And Thomas Jefferson probably would have been a huge fan of the WWE.
Well, Trump got the job.
I'm kidding.
Did it.
I'm playing with you. I think we got to talk to this veteran. We like his shirt. Veterans before refugees. What did you think of the Bring Out the Violin segment when they brought that slightly overweight Muslim girl out and tried to make Trump feel bad about wanting to actually vet the so-called refugees from the so-called Syria?
Let me help you out.
Thank you.
I've been around the bad guy.
Mhm.
The bad guy's bad, all right? Trump is exactly right. You don't let these people in this country. My family is Italian immigrants.
Happy Columbus Day, first of all.
Thank you. So don't confuse Italian immigrants with refugees who are terrorists.
So-called refugees.
So-called, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about your experiences if you have a few minutes now, which you seem like you do. Tell us about your experiences over there and what you learned that the average American who has not been around such people wouldn't know.
I can tell you this without going into any kind of classified programs that I know about, that the bad guy's bad. And when someone cuts your head off because of your beliefs, there's a problem right there.
Do you think they really want to become Americans, or do you think they just want to conquer us?
These people don't want to become Americans. They don't believe in what we do. They don't love this country. If you don't love this country, you shouldn't be here.
Do you think maybe they hate us because they're so offended by what Trump said 11 years ago? They're very pro-women? I'm kidding, of course.
I don't think Trump has anything to do with it. They hate America. They hate our way of life.
They hate infidels.
What do you think the current administration about the treatment of veterans?
It's just deplorable.
Have you had any problems with them? I'm also a veteran, and sometimes it's hard to get in.
I can tell you this. I just finished a claim with the VA. It took almost 8 years to settle. I had every medical record you can imagine backing me up, and it took 8 years to finish the claim. So what's going on in the treatment of veterans is just not right. And if you give your life for this country, I'm not saying people owe me anything. I just think I should be treated right, given the proper medical care. And, you know, when 22 veterans kill themselves every day, that's a problem. And nobody seems to care about other veterans. And something needs done about it. I think Trump will do something about it. He's got plenty of former military generals and military people backing him up.
I noticed none of them stopped backing him after the comments from over 10 years ago, the way Republican establishment types did.
That's right.
What'd you think about them? About them cutting and running and leaving him on the battlefield like that?
Should have never did it. Look, that happened 10 years ago. Trump's a different man.
It didn't take longer than an hour. I mean, it was pretty disgraceful.
Let me tell you something. Ambassador Stevens and those people did not deserve to lose their life. Right? What we do as Americans is very simple. We don't leave our people behind. If it took 20 people to die to get those 4 Americans out, we should have did it. That's what we do. That's what this country is about. We don't cut and run, and we don't leave our brothers to die.
What do you think of the way Hillary feigned so much, the way Mrs. Bill Clinton feigned so much outrage about Trump's comments, locker room banter, over 10 years ago when she's taking so much money from Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, all these countries that treat women horribly?
That's just horrible. Excuse me.
Yep.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Well, I guess it's... Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Oh yeah, we've got it. We've got some USA chants. We're gonna wrap up here. Move to the end of the line. Get final thoughts from anyone who wants to talk to us, and then wrap up. You know what's bothering me, Hutch?
What's that?
This woman has a voice like Hillary Clinton. The
That was
MC.
tough. That was tough.
I mean, are you noticing that too?
I am.
I don't know. I'm sure she's a very good MC, but she does sound a little like Hillary.
I was just thinking.
Okay, you guys said that too?
Yeah, I think she sounds a lot like Hillary. And I thought that
Well, I'd rather see Hillary in this job than that, but the voice is shockingly similar to Hillary.
Sounds like a screeching witch.
No, it's a perfectly fine voice. It just happens to be a low voice. It's an alto.
Well, I'm talking about Hillary.
Oh, the worst.
It's like a mean ex-wife's voice.
I think she has a lower voice than Tim Kaine does.
Oh, Tim Kaine.
What a
He's
girly man.
Evil little troll that looks
He
like
really
a sea
is.
otter.
Did you guys watch the debate?
Did you have any kids like Tim Kaine in your class in 4th and 5th grade who would always stick their hands up before the teacher finished answering the question?
Yep.
Yeah, they usually were taken out to the, for swirlies.
Yep. An evil little troll.
Exactly.
That's what he looks like.
Well put. Final thoughts as a woman about Hillary Clinton and the so-called scandal. Any thoughts? Whatever. Okay.
What is this scandal?
Right, exactly.
Exactly, you know what I'm trying to say? It's a little bit ridiculous.
Dude, I think he just said something.
We're trying to distract from the real issues where she's weak.
And the number one real issue is? For you?
National security.
Great. Thank you.
$10 says that guy doesn't have a job.
Hi. Final thoughts for Right Side Broadcasting?
You guys catch the debate? What'd you think?
Trump!
Final thoughts for Right Side Broadcasting? Our coverage. Final thoughts for Right Side Broadcasting? Anyone want to be on? Hi. Oh, okay, you don't want to be on. Got it. Well, you're not on.
What did you guys think about
Let's
the
build a
debate
wall.
last night? You think Hillary Clinton's like honest Abe? What was your favorite part? I know you think Trump won. Is there a special part that came out and urged you to get out here and see Donald today? The whole thing.
All right, who wants to be among the last people in the Right Side Broadcasting pregame show? Who has a short message for us about the debate, about Hillary Clinton? Peace. Oh, well, Hillary, he would not have put us in the Iraq War, so that's correct.
She did. She did that. It was a good debate.
Yep. Who liked the way Hillary lied about the red line in Syria yesterday? Anyone catch that part? Who caught Hillary's lie about the red line in Syria? That she wasn't in office when she was. It was in summer 2012. No?
Donald Trump.
Yeah, she was.
She wasn't.
Remind us of what really happened there and what she said yesterday.
She stated that she wasn't in office on the...
No, we're the good guys. We're
red
Right Side
line.
Broadcasting.
But I heard on the news, Megyn Kelly said last night that she was in February when she was out of office.
Yeah, and Megyn Kelly's no Trump partisan. Hey, what's up? Hi. What's that?
Happy Columbus Day.
Oh, yeah. Wait, do I know you? Or you just recognize me?
No, I just recognize
Oh, we
you.
love our guys. Stop.
We're both Jewish. We belong to this synagogue here.
Oh, you do? There's a synagogue here?
Beth Samuel.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I know a Bethany Samuel who went to college in Pittsburgh.
Beth
That's funny.
Samuel. It's right at Ambridge.
Well, I hope you repent well in the next day and a half. Sorry, these are my people. And have an easy fast.
Happy New Year.
Happy Sukkot too. Okay, sorry, fellow Jewish people. I had to say hi to them. High holidays. Final thoughts on the debate?
Trump did well.
He won. He won. Big time.
Thank you.
Do you think Donald Trump should put a special prosecutor on Clinton's case?
Yes. Yeah.
That's it. Who do you think would be a good one?
Trey Gowdy.
Trey Gowdy.
Trey Gowdy.
Prosecutor.
I think Mike Ditko would be a good one. Yeah. Speaking of which, who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Definitely the Steelers.
Okay. I love the way people pronounce stores here. Okay, I just got a text. It probably was Joe. I didn't see it. Saying to wrap up. Final thoughts about the debate, Hillary and Donald Trump.
Hillary sucks.
Once more.
Hillary sucks.
Louder.
Hillary sucks.
Thank you.
She makes no point.
Oh, you didn't even need to explain it.
Incoherent.
Wait, I just want you to end with those two words.
Okay.
Once more?
Incoherent rambling.
No, not those two words. The first two words you said.
The second two make sense. Hillary sucks.
Thank
In a
you.
nutshell. Incoherent.
All right. Who wants to be the very last person to be on the Right Side Broadcasting pregame show with a comment about Trump, Hillary, or the debate?
Here. Trump. Finally somebody with balls. Stand up for America.
On that note, I'm going to let Hutch Daly Jr. say goodbye.
Thanks for checking
Oh, no. Some guy really wants to get on. Oh, no. He wants to give us money. Oh, no. Oh, no. He wants to give someone else money. I thought it was a contributor. It was a contribution for Right to Broad. He pulled out his wallet, but it was for someone else. I screwed up that closing. All right, but we do appreciate those who do donate to Right Side Broadcasting Network. That was a pretty self-interested segue there.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. There's still thousands of people out here trying to get in Ambridge, Pennsylvania to see Donald J. Trump. Make sure you catch out RSBN.TV and the Wayne Dupree program weekdays.
Where you can see?
I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. With the big host, Wayne Dupree, 9 p.m., RSBN.TV.
And I guess I should just say goodbye, too.